So yeah, I just wanted to brag on God, right? This is not like, wow, look at Drew and what he's doing, and all praise to him. It's like, no, we want to brag. Like half of this stuff I'm gonna share, like, yeah, we like did some things, but like God just like moved, and it was through the community, it was through other staff, it was, more than just like me or Emma or anything like that. And so, hey, Grandma Holly, I don't know if I saw you today. Good to see you. So yeah, here's Alex again, and then his friend Daniel. So Daniel was the guy that actually brought Alex to Cru, and this was like, I think, year and a half ago, maybe when I first got here 2 years ago. I can't remember, but Alex, I think he was a believer, but he just like was not really walking with God, and he didn't really have any Christian community. And then through what he shared in his testimony is that like God just kind of like spoke to him while he was on vacation, which is like so random. And then through his connection with Daniel, God kind of used that to get him involved with Cru. As well as this kind of like Daniel leads his own kind of like accountability purity group that he got him involved with. And like it's been amazing, like the growth in Alex's life of just not really walking with Jesus to like just being like really bold in his faith, of like sharing his faith, and really walking with Christ deeply and in community, and stuff has just been really encouraging. And then Daniel like this past year like led a student to Christ and started discipling him, and that's been just really encouraging to me. And yeah, I got to meet the student. He's not even really connected to Cru. His name was Sam. But yeah, so that's been encouraging. So this is Daniel and Alex at an orientation table this summer, and then Daniel and Caleb doing some like kind of surveys, sharing the gospel, trying to have spiritual conversations with people, as well as Alex up there doing that as well. So I thought that was cool. And I want to share about Luke and Caleb. So Luke here, and then over there to the right, and then Caleb's in that orange sweatshirt. Both of these guys, like, so weird. Like when we first met them, like all of the staff met them, like they were like super shy, just like not very confident, wouldn't really talk a whole lot. And then like through just their involvement in the ministry, as well as like maybe just God working in their own lives, especially Luke, like they just kind of came out of their shell and like are like super involved and talkative and confident. And like Luke now wants to be like a missionary or like some sort of like pastor missionary or something. Like he might join staff with Cru, which is exciting. And Caleb is like never thought he would share his faith ever, but like just joined us for surveys on campus and was like sharing his faith with people on his own. Just like Luke is here to the right. He's doing a survey with this lady here. And yeah, and they're just such servants. They're helping me with this like chalking for an outreach event. Yeah, and stuff like that. Caleb as well is like just, a servant. He just is always like, breaking down things or helping us set up things or whatever we need. He's always there like early and like, leaving late and stuff like that. So he's just such a blessing to us.
Hey, Drew,
Yeah.
back up one for just a
Yeah.
second. Tell me a little more about the picture on the right-hand side. That looks like trouble. A
Yeah.
bunch of men.
Yeah.
And
That was our men's retreat. Um,
oh,
so it's kind of a small group of guys, but it was kind of like our main group of guys that are really invested with us. And that was an awesome weekend at like our friends kind of like farm property. And they what was I gonna say? Yeah, we were talking about like sexual purity that weekend, and like just being really blunt about pornography and like how like that ruins lives and stuff like that. And so that was actually a really incredible weekend. I think, yeah, it was a really small group but really powerful, which was cool.
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's John in the front is one of our older staff with Faculty Commons. Andrew, I do international stuff with him, and then Pete up there is one of our other staff as well. Yeah, and the rest are, and then Grace in the way back, but he's our team leader. So, but yeah, thanks for asking the question.